All right, sounds great. So here's some background information for the Great Experiment. So some of you are no doubt aware, I'm a big baseball fan. I like the Nats. My first team's the O's, but I like baseball. It's a lot of fun. Love to watch it, love to play it. But baseball, like many things in American history, does have a few things in its past that it is not proud of. Notably, baseball for the longest time was not integrated. Prior to Jackie Robinson playing for the Dodgers, baseball was a sport that could only be played by white men. There were many other baseball leagues at this time. So I'm sure you guys are aware that you had the National League, American League. There was also at the time the Negro Leagues, which were the leagues that African American players could play in. During World War II, there was actually a women's baseball league, and that lasted into the 50s. There's actually one of my favorite movies, A League of Their Own, deals with the women's baseball league. But baseball was not integrated prior to Jackie Robinson. In fact, there was a lot of racism in baseball players. Ben Chapman is a great example. The movie 42 does a great job showing the Jackie Robinson story. I think it's very faithful. Jackie Robinson's estate has approved of it. So this story deals with Jackie Robinson and the integration of baseball, which was a very difficult thing. I mean, we take racial integration for granted because we live in a society that is, for the most part, free from racism. That doesn't mean that it doesn't exist, and doesn't mean that there aren't still people who are racist. But for the most part, we live in a society that is blessedly free from racism. I mean, there were instances before Jackie Robinson of people of color trying to be in Major League Baseball. You had players who made it onto the roster and then were pulled before it happens, even people from Colombia being pulled before it happens. Nowadays, if you look at a baseball game, you have players from all over the world on a lot of teams. And it's much more reflective of our national pastime. So this story deals with that. I'm obviously going to warn you there's going to be some uncomfortable language in this because it does deal with events that dealt with racism. So you should steel yourselves for that. And it's a difficult topic and one that we'll spend more time talking about in the next few days. That's all I've got for you today. Go ahead and read that story. Take care, 7th grade.